Open things up for the room.
Well, Cody, I remember this, sorry, gosh, it might have been 3 or 4 weeks ago. Put out the noise, just quiet the noise, stay away from that.
Yes, sir.
Now it's gonna start, I guess, picking up a little starting early in the week and of course through the week. This is kind of a, somewhat of a very, very unique situation. Hasn't happened since 1982, the dad versus son.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just got to do my best at blocking out the noise, not getting involved in all the hype, staying off my phone. We already had a couple people hit me up, a lot of fans and stuff, so just staying away from that, getting off my phone and just, watching film, staying in the film room, staying focused, and, just controlling the controllables.
Cody, you grew up being some of the best stadiums there are in college football. What's it going to be like to be probably the greatest one?
Yeah, this one's special. I've always dreamed about playing in Death Valley. Obviously, it's a very unique situation playing against my dad, but at the same time, it's just another football game. 11 on 11. We go out there and fight and compete, and let the best man win. But obviously, going out there in an atmosphere like that, playing in Death Valley, first home game of the season, full capacity. Couldn't be more excited.
Did you and your dad talk about this at all during the summer or leading up to this?
A few here and there, yeah. Kind of stayed away from it though. Just took it day by day, week by week. But I'm sure our conversations will get interesting soon.
Now he got a whole year, on the whole season in the spring of being able to scout you from the sidelines. Does that give him an advantage?
Maybe so. I think he really just came here as a dad, though, and just supportive of his son. He wasn't really game planning or scheming, seeing our tendencies and stuff. He's the best dad a kid could ask for. He was definitely just coming here to watch his son, just being a normal parent for once.
Who's your mom cheering for?
I don't know, man. Hopefully the Cowboys, but probably 50-50, house divided, so we'll see.
How do you put aside the personal feelings and just focus on the competition?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult going in there. I got both my brothers too on the sideline, my dad. I feel like it's me against the whole fam, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I live for stuff like that. You dream of moments like this as a kid, and it's finally here. I just can't wait to go out there and play, have fun. Like I said, block out the noise. Stay off my phone, stay off social media. Don't get caught up in the distractions, and just play my game.
Did you try to steal the playbook?
Nah, I didn't. I definitely watched them a little bit going over there at practice and stuff. Just being around. They have a great scheme, great coaches, great players. So I'm looking forward to compete.
Coach talked about not just you, but quite a few of the guys on the team have connections to LSU, whether they played there, have family there, whatever. What's kind of the mentality around the team beyond just you and Coach?
Just underdog. David and Goliath story, and just going in there and putting up a fight. Leaving it all out. Just play with your heart. Just fight, man. It's all 60 minutes. Just go out there and fight, give it your all, and let's see where the chips fall.
Well, the chips have fallen, rare, but has fallen. Troy comes to mind, beating LSU. Over the weekend, Montana takes down, number 20, Washington.
Yep.
Your thoughts on son trying to cause even more problems for dad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he loses an opener. He's got to get this program back in line, and here you are trying to keep that from happening.
Right. Yeah. It's a kind of difficult situation, but I can't really, get caught up in that personal or that type of mindset. It's just another football game to me. Going out there and trying to win. Any given Saturday, any team can win. That's why you play the game. So just go lace up the cleats and let it fly.
Do you think McNeese traditionally has a success against big programs? You saw what he did against South Florida.
Yep.
Took Nebraska
to the wire.
Win, surely there's no chance LSU's overlooking McNeese.
Yeah, no, I hope not. We're coming in there to play and give it all. We're gonna fight. Bring out all our bullets. So like you said, McNeese traditionally plays big teams really well. So I'm looking forward to going in there and giving them all we got. It's gonna be a dogfight, as we know, but nothing's impossible in this world. You show up and give it your all, give it to God, and see what happens.
Were you there in 2015 in the rain game?
I was in the stands. Yes, sir, I was. Yeah, I was.
And what's your impression about kind of the rivalry of the schools? There's really not a rivalry there, but what it means to the fan bases?
I think it's awesome, for the state of Louisiana, all the people going out there tailgating, having fun, no matter what colors they're wearing that day. It's just big for the state, big for the boosters, fans, and players and coaches too. Two in-state schools going at it on a Saturday night in Death Valley. I personally think there's no other better place to play, and 7 p.m. kickoff too. It gets rowdy at night in Death Valley, so I've been there a lot to experience it and see it. Comfortable with it, but it's be a little different being the opposing quarterback. But just going there with a calm mind, have fun, and give the people what they want.
I want to ask you about your career. Last year against Lamar, you throw for 71 yards. All the talk is what's wrong with the passing game. From there, you've thrown 3 or 4 games of 300 yards or better. Threw for a career high this week. What changed from that moment, and where can this offense go?
I think the sky's the limit for this offense, especially, if we all are on the same page executing, if I'm playing on a high level. I think the thing that changed is just confidence, kind of came to realization, my days here are limited at McNeese, so I'm going to just go out there and have fun, let it fly, and be myself, play with confidence, play with swagger, and, just, get really comfortable with the scheme, and, I think it's worked out for me.
To follow Jim's point, you looked at the film, you saw where you had the yards, the completions, you were in the game, scoring on, converting 4th downs, scoring touchdowns when you needed to in most cases. What did you see that, talked about squandered opportunities that Coach said earlier, what did you see that you need to, I'm gonna miss that?
Yeah, personally, I'm myself's biggest critic. I always critique myself the hardest. I think early in the game, that seam ball to the tight end, I could have put a little more juice on it. You never really know what pass or what play, is going to come back in the end of the game. Like, damn, wish we would have had that back. Personally, that was my one ball. I wish I could have just put a little more heat on it, and we could have went up 14-0 right there. But just any given play in the game, it always comes down to the wire. So just critique yourself, learn from it, and momentum swings are big too. That 4th down, laying the game to Walker. But it is what it is. We learn from it and move on.
In the larger view, were you pleased with the timing, the decision making, finding the hot read and/or the check down?
Absolutely, yeah. I was very pleased, proud of my performance, but obviously we fell short, so it wasn't good enough. So, I felt good out there though. Calm mind, calm feet, confident. The game was really slowed down. I guess that's comes with time and maturity of the game, and also film study too. My coaches put me in a great situation. I knew what they were thinking. I knew what coverage they're in. I knew where they want me to go with the ball. So, all those things tying together for a good game.
You work a lot with your brothers, a lot with your father in the off season, and that you talk to them all the time. Will you talk to them this week?
Yeah, definitely. That doesn't change no matter, just because we're playing them. At the end of the day, it's my twin brother, it's my older brother, it's my dad. It's family. Nothing gets in the way of family. Those are my ride or dies right there, and no matter what happens, that's family right there. So I talk to them every day, building up to it, and then I'm looking forward to seeing them on the field Saturday.
What's kind of those conversations been like? I mean, obviously you still have 5 or 6 days to get there, but has there been any kind of trash talk or anything so far?
More like poking fun. Definitely in Cancun this summer, I was poking fun with Parker, my brother, just talking a little trash here and there, getting them riled up. Just having fun with it though. It's all fun and games. It's all love. But I feel like closer the game gets, the more serious it gets. So all that joking and having fun is kind of out the window. It's more serious and locked in at this point.
Obviously, they're watching film on you as well. Have they kind of given you any critiques as far as how you played the past few games or even Saturday?
Well, they were able to come in the spring games, so I would ask them, after the games what they thought and stuff. They'd give me their feedback. My dad called me this morning. He was watching our film against West Florida this morning, telling me I made some good plays, and he's proud of me too. But he's game planning against me too, so I'm sure he's not going to tell me all my weaknesses. He's going to try to expose them a little bit, but I'm going to try to do the same as well. So it's going to be fun.
Have you found the ironicness of this in the fact that you're playing against a team that you possibly could be coaching next year?
Yeah, it's definitely a little crazy, but I've been taking it day by day. My options after the season, we'll see where football takes me, but obviously have a backup plan, and starting my coaching career under my dad. at LSU, which would be awesome. It's a great stepping stool for me in my career after this. But you know, I haven't really thought that far. I've always looked forward to this game, and you know, it's finally here. So I'm gonna do my best in preparation every single day. You know, to better myself and this team to give us the best opportunity to go in that game and win.
Okay, anybody on Zoom have anything for Cody?
Cody, at any point in the game last Saturday, was heat a factor? Did it impact your performance at all?
I was definitely exhausting out there. I don't think it impacted my performance execution-wise, but I definitely felt it physically. You know, the heat. Obviously, you know, throwing up a little bit late in the fourth quarter, but you know, that's just exhaustion, and that's me just leaving it all out there. You know, just whatever it takes. I'm leaving it all out there. I don't care if I have to pass out, cramp, come back in the game, but you know, that's just who I am. I'm a fight to the end.
It's Brett Martell here with AP New Orleans. Just a couple of quick ones. First, you used that expression "block out the noise" a couple of times. Where did you learn that?
My dad definitely. You know, he's had to block out the noise a lot of times in his career, but you know, that's just what comes with the territory of being the head coach at LSU, or being a starting quarterback at a Division I school. You know, there's always going to be critics. There's always going to be, you know, people saying should have done this, should have done that. But at the end of the day, you know, only opinion that really matters is your own, and just block out the noise and, you know, just keep working.
And then when you consider his communication style when he's talking to his players in an emotional way, trying to get them really revved up, I mean, can you imagine him telling the defensive line to get the quarterback in his kind of wild way? And is that weird to think about?
Yeah, it kind of is a little bit. I was there this summer too, you know, throwing routes in the indoor and stuff, you know, kind of joking with the players, Andre Anthony, Damone Clark, you know, guys like that that I'm obviously going to see on Saturday. But, you know, we'll make jokes about it and stuff, but, you know, I really think my dad's going to, you know, tell him to get after me. And, you know, it's no harsh feelings, but it is what it is. The game of football. It's his job to do it, and, you know, it's my job to execute. So I expect him to come at me full speed, and I'm ready for it.
Anybody else? All right, Cody, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Cody.
Appreciate y'all.
Get that mic.
All right.
All right, bud.